Well, guys, I just found out that I got um my truck repossessed. I don't know. It's just shocking that people will say whatever they have to say to get my attention. And it's sad that those who say they are doing better off than me know what they're saying is untrue. I just put a picture of the truck getting repaired, but it's okay because it doesn't matter, because if they would stoop to these levels just to get somebody to respond to them, that's pretty damn sick. But then again, that's Negroes for you. They will use you and just be straight up vultures as much as they can. Talk to you later.
Oh, it's Mr. Madness, baby. Marbury, Dick Jones, and now they call me Fire.
You try, but you can't let go. You can't leave Tommy alone. You can't leave Tommy alone. Man, I knew he wouldn't be able to do it. See, we wrapping up 2022 here, and I knew that he wouldn't be able to do it. Oshay Duke Jackson, he calls himself, I don't know what he say, tugging Superman's cape yet again. And this is so much, not so much just about him, but it's YouTube in general. And since I posted some videos kind of showing Tommy's response to a lot of, I don't know what you could call it, the heckling. Yeah, for lack of a better term, heckling that he still receives from YouTube, even though he hasn't been on here for, I would say, about a year now. And for some reason, it doesn't stop with like content creators like Oshay Duke Jackson, and a lot of these weird broads that seem to keep posting like just whole stories and everything as if like they know Tommy like top to bottom, like what's going on in his life. And it's such a weird dynamic. And I noticed in the comments of my videos, you would have all these people, and then they would just act like as if Tommy was just a bad presence on YouTube. He had to be stopped. He had to be silenced. And it's weird because none of this energy is ever put towards actual racism. It's never you never see this energy from men trying to stop or speak out against misandry from different content creators. But for some reason, you get guys like Tommy Sotomayor, the Kevin Samuels, guys like that, Andrew Tate currently, even probably just Pearly Things. Like, you get people like this, and they're like deemed public enemy number one for basically speaking the truth. And this is the thing. When it comes to speaking the truth isn't always pleasant. It's not always meant to satisfy or flatter you. Sometimes the truth is ugly because we live in an ugly world. And I always say, if you have a problem with a certain content creator, if you just don't like their content, what do? We just don't watch. I couldn't imagine putting so much energy into hating, being happy that, somebody loses their platform. And just for one, I'm totally against that, because I believe just because I don't agree or just because I particularly don't like something, it doesn't mean that it doesn't deserve a voice. It doesn't deserve a say. So I'm not one regardless for any type of cancel culture antics or just silencing somebody, because I believe that by silencing people, you pretty much open the door for a catastrophe. When you're not allowed to get all the viewpoints and different perspectives and be able to at least agree to disagree, you only open the door for disaster. And so I don't know. I see these guys, man. And with O'Shea, I did a video about O'Shea and Tommy. And he swore like he was doing Tommy a favor. And even now it's just these little snide catty jabs, you know. It's like he's doing Tommy a favor. And I want to say this. Um Tommy Sotomayor was getting money before you could get money on YouTube. He's monetized on several platforms still. I wonder why people on YouTube seem to think that YouTube is the end all be all. People will see me on here and they'll think like, oh, my channel is just growing or whatever. Oh, you know, your little channel. I forget the words O'Shea threw at me. I don't know. I can't even think. I'd have to look back at the old video. But these bigger content creators, they like to, shoot down smaller channels. But the difference between me and say O'Shea Duke Jackson and a lot of these other cats is when you don't see me on YouTube, my life is still rolling. I'm making money. I'm doing damn good when you don't see me on a YouTube camera. So just benefit of the doubt, why would we think somebody like Tommy has just gone flat broke, fell off, and all that? Like, we all go through different things. Whether it be emotionally, spiritually, physically, whatever, we all go. That's normal. That's called life. But this idea that like, oh, he's not on YouTube and stuff, he had to, like, you guys have to get real out here. There's more to life than just YouTube. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I assume people like O'Shea, for them, this is it. This is his claim to fame. And, guys like him, they do a hell of a job on here. I still think it's impressive that, you get on any platform and you can garner an audience and you can do it consistently. You can make money, feed yourself, your family, and stuff like that's great. But people, depending on the platform, people tend to get trapped in these boxes and they tend to think that it's everything. And you're seeing that between the content creators, and you're seeing that between them and the people that watch the content, that they're trapped in this YouTube box. So I'm just here to say that it's bigger than YouTube. There's stuff that goes on outside of YouTube. You can actually get money outside of YouTube. I don't know if we forgot about that, but just make sure that regardless, going at whoever, but especially when you guys come at me, because I read y'all comments. I try to be interactive with y'all on a real level. But understand, regardless of what you think of the channel, what I do here, like, I get money outside of this. So this is a bonus. And I've actually started, being able to generate a little bit of money off the channel is good. I did want to say shout out to all my new subscribers. Those that are in the comments, whether we agree or disagree, that's what this channel was for. So we can create discussions and, be productive. And at the end of the day, whatever, agree to disagree, fuck you then, don't agree with me. But nah. With all that said, it's like, yo, I knew O'Shea wouldn't be able to leave it alone. I mean, he totally wrote it off like, oh, yeah, we'll be able to do a video together and we can donate it to charity, donate the money to charity, which will probably be you. And I ain't even going to talk about you no more because you're not that big. And here we are. He's doing the same thing that Tommy Sotomayor called him out for. And it's just, if I had one thing to say on it before I got out of here, it's like, man, leave that dude alone. I mean, I shared the 2 videos. I think a couple of other channels picked it up. Like, that ain't the smoke that you want. at all. Like, enjoy your space. If you're successful on YouTube, enjoy it. But then understand when your number is up, O'Shea Duke Jackson is not competing with the Tommy Sotomayor on a real level. So to even come at him when he can't adequately really come back at you because it's people like O'Shea, it's people like Kwame Brown, people that follow these people that cancel these type of people off of the platform. So speaking on them still and trying to use the excuse, well, like, oh, he's a celebrity and stuff, but you're going at him in a personal manner, because there's a difference in the tone between, say, like celebrity junk, and then when you're speaking on Tommy Sotomayor, it gets real catty. And so it's a difference. So when you guys all play a part, or you all feed into the energy that, which is cancel culture, you look real cowardly speaking on somebody who, in a sense, can't really defend themselves. It looks real weak. It comes off weak. And if don't nobody tell you, Jay Almighty Chin Check Podcast is going to be the ones real enough to tell you. I don't know. I guess I'll close off by saying this. And I'll say this directly to O'Shea Duke Jackson, that regardless of, verbal jabs and all that, if you really believe that you're a better content creator than Tommy Sotomayor, then I would dare you to actually duplicate your success on another platform. Actually build a name, have a name outside of YouTube. Because outside of YouTube and whatever you do for YouTube, your name doesn't ring bells. And that's what separates you and Tommy Sotomayor by a mile. Because Tommy Sotomayor has done everything that you're doing long before you even started doing it. And to be honest, I think if somehow, for some reason, you lost your YouTube today, you would actually be who you constantly try to paint Tommy Sotomayor to be through your content. You have no name outside of YouTube, and outside of YouTube, you just be a struggling 40-year-old college student. Pretty much the equivalent of the PhD women y'all talk about, going back to school in their 30s and 40s. That be you. And that, kids, is a lesson on why you respect your elders, salute the legends, the innovators, the originators. But let me know what y'all think down in the comments. If you haven't already, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell. That'll let you know when I'm on here giving y'all that grease, that real talk. And until next time. Bah! Double up. Bah! He tried, but he can't let go. Can't leave Tommy alone. You can't leave Tommy alone. You try, but he can't let go.
So tell your good lies, 'cause I'll buy no matter what. Yeah, susceptible now before the moment flies. Ooh, so tell your good lies, 'cause I'll buy no matter what. Ooh, susceptible now before the moment flies.
Now what you trying to be? Crying to every guy you see. Game that usually work on them lanes, but you can't lie to me. Living in irony, truth but not entirely. Beauty skin deep and you only deep as the eye can see. Doing what's manual, stack my chips on the annual, but you average your best and that's word to Kevin Samuels. Now what's your predicate? Strong but still delicate. Offering package deal, but with me, what's the relevance? Can have anyone instead of you. Get some sense what you better do. Expecting me to change when I'm 30 steps up ahead of you. Lot of lies been fed to you. Hold up your scarlet letter too. And since you know better, I think it's time you do better, boo. It's acceptable in the moment with no opponent. Knowing you really want it is magical if you own it. You dying to get a cut, I'm dying to get a nut. So keep your good lies, 'cause I'm buying no matter what.
Good lies, 'cause I'll buy no matter what. Yeah, susceptible now before the moment flies. Before it flies. So tell your good lies, 'cause I'll buy no matter what. Susceptible now before the moment flies. Yeah, yeah, yeah.